You pleaded a pretty good case last time. I think a lot of people didn't think you swayed the commission to move away from the former Dilla's organization. Now that you've been picked as the number one for negotiations, how confident are you?
I mean, I'm very confident that we'll be able to work out an agreeable lease agreement for us and for the county.
Time-wise, what's your time frame now that you're looking at?
I'm hopeful that we reach an agreement, if not today, this week, and that it can be submitted for approval to the county Monday.
Your hope is to set up the schedule for all the teams next week?
Correct. I need to get back with my league commissioner next week, probably at the latest, and let him put together a schedule for the 2011 season.
Scott, some of the other teams that you have in other cities are rather larger than Amarillo is. What makes you think that Amarillo is going to be sustainable for your league team?
Well, one, I mean, Amarillo drew last year in independent league ball. I think they were 22nd, which was probably right in the middle of our league. So I mean, at 2,900 a game, that's sustainable. And we think that with investing in the community, investing in the ballpark, kind of turning Mark Lee loose, that we can draw more people and really kind of energize the community.
Do you have preliminary plans for something, updates and kind of things that you'd like
Not
to do?
yet. I mean, I really haven't talked to Mark, and I really haven't talked to the county either. I've just said that we've done that in Shreveport, and we're open to doing it here as well.
Would we still be the Amarillo Dillas? Is there a name change?
I don't know. I mean, one of the things that I would, and I need to talk to Mark, but I mean, I think we might do a name the team deal, and then I'd have to investigate the Dillas, the legality and who owns that and all. I mean, as I told the county last time I was here, I don't think that really matters. I think that the important things are to be playing ball, to be in a good league, good owners, good management, and put a good product both on the field and in the stands.
Would you then, you keep talking about Mark, you would plan on keeping Mark Lee?
I absolutely plan on keeping Mark Lee. I mean, I've got to go talk to him, but I plan on doing that.
And I think everyone was a little surprised about Judge Poff, popping up saying he's got $250,000, he wants to be involved. How involved could someone locally be here in your organization?
I mean, they could be. I mean, I'd have to sit down and talk with anybody that wanted to be involved. But I mean, we're looking to have community involvement. Ownership can be a difficult thing. I'm not saying we're opposed to it, but it is more complicated. It's what somebody expects for what they put in, and things like that. But I mean, we want this community. I mean, we feel like we're just holding the team for the benefit of the community anyway. But it's really a community asset.
Amarillo Ospreys, by the way, is my personal favorite. With Bell Helicopter at the Osprey.
Okay, we'll let you submit.
Okay, you can get it. So you're confident you can get this wrapped up fairly quickly, and that you will prevail?
Assuming that the county is willing to move quickly, which I have every indication today that they are, and I need to go meet with them. But yeah, my goal is to get this wrapped up and for them to be able to present a lease for approval on Monday.
I feel like what a lot of people are going to be concerned about is, are we going to have baseball? And obviously we are on the path to having baseball. And how much are tickets going to be? So what can you tell us about tickets?
I mean, I got to sit down. We got to put a front office together. But I mean, I don't think the ticket prices are going to be, they may not be any different from what they are right now. I just need to sit down with Mark. I mean, we would have 50 home games this upcoming season. It's a 100-game season, and so we just need to look at all of it.
Okay. I guess how are we going to find out when all this is done? Can we contact you? Or?
Oh, you can contact me, and I'm assuming what's going to happen is, I mean, the county's hopefully on Monday, the county would approve a lease, and we could get going. I mean, I'm kind of, held at bay right now to some degree because I don't have a lease agreement. I've got to have a lease agreement.
So even with pending litigation possible, you're still saying we're going to muscle right through this?
I'm ready to go forward. I mean, you never know what people are going to do, but my personal opinion is that while anybody can file a lawsuit, that the county hasn't done anything wrong, that they didn't get paid the rent, that they properly, in my opinion, terminated the lease, and that they're ready to go forward. I'm relying county attorneys, and I think they share that same opinion. So right now I'm confident that, yeah, we can move forward.
And my last question is, if downtown Amarillo builds another stadium, how would you guys address that?
I guess just when it comes out. I mean, it's one of those deals. It's a prospective idea, and I know a lot of cities are doing that to try and do urban revitalization. And I think, as I said when I was at the podium, I think it has to, one, go through probably an administrative city process. I'm sure it has to go through a voter process. Obviously, any operator loves to have a new stadium. I mean, there's no doubt about that. But I don't see, as I said, I think that you could have a downtown stadium and that the county stadium could be still used. And that we didn't come into this expecting to get, a brand new stadium downtown. We're going with what the county has right now.
Is there a length of lease that you would prefer, given that scenario?
I mean, I'd probably prefer anywhere from a 3 to a 5 year lease with multiple options to renew. But to part of your point, though, I'm not sure that. I mean, if something were to happen in regard to another stadium, that doesn't mean that we necessarily want to get out of the league either, because we may want to operate it for, amateur baseball, high school baseball, college baseball, something like that.
I'm done.
What is the fee to get into the American Association?
Well, the standard franchise fee in our league is $750,000.
So you have to come up with that, or is
No, that would be our responsibility to, basically bring a franchise from the American Association.
Do you have a team in mind now?
Do I have a team?
Is there a team at all that exists that might be brought to Amarillo?
Well, I mean, right now, because of what's happening, there's a lot of flux in the marketplace right now. So there are a lot of different options it could have. I mean, it could be a brand new startup franchise, which would be $750,000, or it could be moving a team here. I mean, we're going to have an even number of teams in our league, so that's still a little bit up in the air.
and then you said the salary cap's $115,000.
$115,000 per team.
Is that for the whole summer?
That's for the whole summer. These
Need a
guys.
PR guy?
Yeah.
Well, that's a lot more than UOB.
Oh, it's a lot more than ULB, and it's historically we've paid our players too.
What was that number again?
$115,000.
That's for the summer.
That's for the entire summer.
And then the franchise fee is $750?
Yes.
That's it.
And there'll be startup costs. I mean, even if we kept the Diddles name, we're going to have to get new uniforms and stuff like that because it's not ours. And then if we go a different route, we're going to have to get new uniforms, new logos, new marketing material, all this
Mascots and all that.
Yeah.
It's not an inexpensive process.
Yeah. Bottom line.
But obviously, you think you can make money, or you wouldn't do it.
All right, yeah, we think we can. We think it's a good market. I mean, like I said, I think the numbers I looked at last week, Amarillo was averaged a little over $2,900 a game, and that put them in the independent marketplace. They were 22nd, which was probably right in the middle of our league. There was, the 4 new teams we added are all above that. St. Paul's above that, I think. Lincoln's above it. Grand Prairie and Fort Worth are right about in the same range this past year.
What about the travel time? I mean, would it be fewer games played with the teams that have to travel the furthest distance, or how's that set up?
We would. I mean, we probably wouldn't travel as much north. I mean, they'd probably take. I would think they'd take the southern teams. They might add Wichita and Lincoln to that group. Kind of that would be your base travel, and then we may make one trip to, 2 or 3 further northern teams. I don't think we'll play all of the northern league teams road at home type deal. I don't think Miles intends to do that. I mean, the cost is a factor. But I mean, the great part is it won't be, you won't be playing somebody 25 times, which gets old both for the players and for the fans and everything.
When does your season start, basically?
Usually starts around the second week of May, and we get one by the end of August. And the the playoffs usually lapse over into the Labor Day weekend, maybe even the week after.
Scott, can you go hard, or could you say
Yeah,
your name for us? Is that easier?